So we're going to start by looking closely at the paint. We put some paint on our plate, and you want to make sure when you're stenciling that you use minimal amounts of paint. So she's going to dab a bunch off until she gets to about there. Notice how there's not too much paint going on there. So now she's ready to start stenciling onto her board. She's just going to dab lightly while not doing too heavy of a coat, just a base coat on there. So you can see she's just going to continue to dab away, and then it starts to get a little lighter there, so she's going to go back for some more paint. Notice that she went a little over on her S. That's really not a big deal because when we do the coat of black over the S, it will just cover that up. Just going to continue to paint away until that gets done. Notice she did the dab off on her plate again. It's very important to have low coverage. So if she wanted to avoid getting into the next area, you have it in your kit, a piece of paper, a little waxy. Go ahead and put it on there, and you just cover up the part you don't want. She's just going to continue to dab on that. And then, even when it gets over onto her paper, when she moves it away, it is not going to be into her next section. You can use this technique when you're doing the edge of your stencil because you want to make sure that you don't bleed onto your wood. If you are working with a younger child or just don't want to put all that into it, or this is more of the look you're going for, this was just done by a younger child who just used multiple colors of paint. It went off the edges of the stencil. Not everything was covered, and it looks very cool and rustic in the end. So no matter which type of design you want to go for, that's completely up to you. Okay, so Sadie's come along further onto her sign, and she's at a point now where she's used her brushes, but she still wants to introduce some silver in. So her first brush she used, yellow, is dry now, so she can go ahead and dip into her silver, dab it off, and just begin to use it. And you'll see no yellow comes off. It allows her to use a new color. You really want to avoid getting these brushes wet until you're completely done. The dry brush effect is definitely the way to go. Tip for the silver on anybody who's going to use it, the next step that Sadie's going to do after her first layer of silver is to then do a layer of white and then a layer of silver over the top of that, which is going to give her the shiny metal effect.